You know that feeling that there's just a little more out there for you? More confidence, maybe? More peace? Or just a bit more clarity in all the noise? Well, if you feel that, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to talk about a kinder, way more realistic path to becoming better than you were yesterday.
But let's get real for a second. Maybe it's even simpler than that. Maybe you're just tired, you know? Tired of that voice in your head that just won't shut up, replaying every conversation, second-guessing every single decision.
Or hey, maybe it's this, that exhaustion that comes from the endless scroll, where it feels like every single person you see has their life perfectly figured out, and while yours just doesn't quite stack up.
And this one's the big one, isn't it? That deep down feeling that you have all this potential, that you're capable of so much more, but you just feel stuck, like you can't get out of your own way. If any of that hits home, then this is for you. We're going to break this whole thing down.
So, to get unstuck, the first thing we got to do is totally rethink what self-improvement even is. Because the version we're sold online, it's intense, it's unrealistic, and honestly, it's just plain exhausting. Let's just look at the difference here. The Instagram version says you gotta wake up at 5 a.m., grind 24/7, and basically transform into a completely different person. But the real version? It's about letting yourself rest without feeling guilty. It's knowing that sometimes you need to push and other times you need to heal. And the most important part? It's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming a better version of the person you already are.
And that right there, that's the core of it all. This isn't about getting rid of your personality or fixing some fatal flaw. It's about taking who you are, your strengths, your quirks, all of it, and just helping that person shine a little brighter.
Okay, so if it's all about being ourselves, why on earth do so many of us feel so stuck? Well, a huge piece of that puzzle is something I like to call the comparison trap.
I mean, think about it. In school, they teach us math, science, history, but when was there ever a class on how to handle failure? Or how to deal with the sting of rejection? Or maybe the biggest one of all, how to actually forgive ourselves when we mess up? We're just missing the instruction manual for being human.
And when we don't have that emotional toolkit, we look around, we scroll online, and this thought just creeps right in. It's so easy to convince ourselves that we are the only one struggling, the only person on the planet who doesn't have it all together.
But here's the secret. It's an illusion. It's a total magic trick. We're comparing our entire, messy, complicated, behind-the-scenes reality to someone else's carefully edited highlight reel. Of course we're going to feel bad. It's not a fair fight.
All right, so we've talked a lot about the problem. Let's get into the good stuff, the solutions. And I'm not talking about some huge, life-altering change. No, real growth comes from small, practical things you can actually do every single day. And the most powerful tool you have is the voice inside your own head. Seriously, the way you talk to yourself changes everything. It's the soundtrack to your entire life.
It's all about these tiny little shifts. So instead of that harsh, dead-end thought, I'm useless, what if you just swapped it for, I'm learning? Or instead of the dramatic, I always fail, try something more honest, like, okay, this didn't work, but I'm not done trying. See the difference? It's a total game changer.
Okay, tool number 2 is a big one. You have to choose discipline over motivation. Look, motivation is great. It's like a lightning strike, exciting, powerful, but you can't rely on it. Discipline is the system you build that makes you show up even when you have zero motivation. It's a muscle, and you gotta work it out.
And I absolutely love this analogy because it's so ridiculously true. A lot of growth isn't fun or glamorous. It's like holding a plank. It's kind of boring, it hurts, and every second you're thinking about quitting. But even when you can't see the results, trust me, something is getting stronger.
So you've got these tools, but they really only work if you have this one last thing in your corner, a genuine belief that your journey, right here, right now, actually matters. Please let this one sink in. You are not a project to be fixed. You are not broken. Self-improvement shouldn't come from a place of hating yourself. It should come from a place of, I'm already worthy, and I'm curious to see what else I can do. It's about potential, not problems.
And you have to remember this. Your journey is gonna look messy. There will be amazing days, and there will be days you feel like you've gone backwards. That's not failure. That's just being a person. Progress is never, ever a straight line.
So what can you do, like right now, today? 3 super simple things. 1, write down one tiny thing you did right today. Anything. 2, go on social media and mute any account that makes you feel bad about yourself. Be ruthless.
And 3, just show up. Even if you can only give 50% effort, that is so much better than 0.
And this is the mantra to carry with you. Showing up imperfectly day after day is 1,000,000 times more powerful than waiting around for the perfect time to start. Consistency will always, always beat perfection. And finally, maybe the most important thing of all, just be patient with yourself. This isn't a race. You're growing, you're evolving, and that takes time. Give yourself the same kindness you'd give to a friend who is struggling. So I'm going to leave you with this one last question to think about. We're all so obsessed with the destination, with getting there. But what if the whole point isn't the destination at all? What if the real magic is in the journey itself, the ups, the downs, the learning, the mess of it all? What if